Maintaining a healthy brain is important no matter how old you are, and all it takes is a few simple changes to your lifestyle.
Station host Erica Olson talks to a doctor who's also a brain expert on today's Morning Mix.
Good morning. Everything we do starts with our brain. So let's do a deep dive into optimizing our brain health and cognitive function throughout every stage in life. To help us do that is Dr. Waleed Wasni from Dignity Health. Dr. Wasni, great to see you.
Pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.
For those of us juggling our careers, our health, aging parents, taking care of our children, that's a lot to manage. So what can we be doing to protect our brain health?
Excellent question. The biggest challenge often comes from digital overload and chronic stress. You know, we're constantly stimulated on our phones, on the computer, and that's really can have a negative function on our cognitive function. So, you know, taking small breaks is really going to help our brain process the day. You know, also quality sleep. That's when our brain does the vital housekeeping so that we can get rid of things we don't need throughout the day.
It's a great point about sleep and so overlooked. Let's switch gears to aging parents. What are some of the things that we should be on the lookout for, and how can we help support their brains as they age?
For our parents, it's important to watch for subtle changes in memory, language, and judgment. Encourage regular doctor visits so they can get their blood pressure and diabetes checked, because that has a negative impact on our cognitive function. Help key, social communications with hobbies and, being involved in the community. Also, promote lifelong learning, like puzzles and, even simple projects. Remember, physical activity is a huge brain booster.
Yeah, it's great advice. Finally, let's talk about young adults and teens. In an age of connectivity, how do we help support their brain health?
For young adults, it's particularly challenging with so much digital stimulation. Be mindful of the screen time and usage. Limit passive scrolling. That really has a negative effect. Physical exercise, creativity, and meaningful communications in society. Remember, we also want to have healthy diet. All the fats in fish and avocado really helps our brain function. Remember, you were helping them build a pathway for the rest of their lives.
Well, thank you for sharing your expertise. Any final thoughts about brain health for our viewers?
Your brain is your greatest asset. Dignity Health offers advanced medical and surgical care along with hospitalized acute rehab in San Bernardino and LA counties.
Thank you, Dr. Wasni. It's so great to have you here.
Pleasure being here.
If you would like more information, visit dignityhealth.org/SoCal/neuro. For the Morning Mix, I'm Erica Olson. Back to you.